Let me ask you something unusual. What if I told you we're about to analyze a fragrance's prime? That's happening right now. Not 2015, not 2018, not even 2023. Right now. As you're watching this video, this is Afnan 9pm Elixir, launched in early 2025, a $35 bottle that's cloning Jean-Paul Gaultier Le Male Elixir, a fragrance that only peaked 18 months ago. This isn't a retrospective. This is a documentary. We're watching a legend potentially being born or a hype cycle burning out in real time. Here's the question that's going to define this entire video. How good is Afnan 9pm Elixir in its prime? When we can't even tell yet if we're in the prime or past it. Because here's what makes 9pm Elixir different from every fragrance we've covered. Every other fragrance in this series, Sauvage, Aventus, CDNM, BR540, we analyzed them with hindsight. We knew their arc, their rise, their peak, their fall. But 9pm Elixir? It launched 2 months ago, which means we don't know if it will maintain quality at scale. We don't know if batch variation will destroy it. We don't know if TikTok will make it too ubiquitous too fast. We don't know if the nuclear performance claims are real or hype. What we do know is this. 9pm Elixir represents something new in fragrance culture. The clone that doesn't wait for the legend to mature. The trend accelerator that copies while the trend is still hot. So today, we're documenting history as it happens. And by the end of this video, you'll understand whether 9pm Elixir is the future of budget luxury, or proof that the fragrance cycle is moving too fast to sustain quality. Let's begin. Let's talk about how we got here. Because 9pm Elixir isn't just a fragrance, it's a strategy. Rewind to late 2023. Jean-Paul Gaultier releases Le Male Elixir. Heavy, sweet, spicy, leathery, honey-drenched beast mode. Within 4 months, it's the most hyped designer release of the year. Here's the question. How long does a Middle Eastern house need to clone it? In the CDNIM era, 2015, it took years to reverse engineer Aventus. In the Camera era, 2022, budget houses focused on creating original inspirations. But in 2025, Afnan saw Le Male Elixir peak and cloned it in 12 to 18 months. Not after it became a legend, not after years of hype, while it was still dominating. This is the new clone strategy. Trend acceleration, identify what's hot right now. Create a high-performing alternative. Launch it before the market saturates. Ride the wave at 1/4 the price. And that's exactly what 9pm Elixir is. A $35 bottle chasing a $130 trend that's only 18 months old. But here's where it gets complicated. The 9pm name is misleading. Let's talk about what 9pm Elixir actually is, because this is where the confusion begins. Original Afnan 9pm, 2020. A clone of JPG Ultra Male. Bubblegum sweet, fruity, fun, the pear and vanilla bomb. Afnan 9pm Elixir, 2025. A clone of JPG Le Male Elixir. Spicy leather, honey, resinous, dark, heavy. These are completely different fragrances, different DNAs, different occasions, different vibes, but they share the same name. Why? Because Afnan understands marketing. The 9pm branding equals to evening wear, date nights, special occasions. By keeping the name, they create a line instead of standalone releases, but it also creates consumer confusion. People buy 9pm expecting bubblegum sweetness and get spicy leather instead. So let's be clear about what 9pm Elixir actually smells like. The opening, cardamom, nutmeg, a sharp spice blast. But here's the controversy. Initial sprays are harsh, nose-piercing, almost synthetic, aggressive. The community is split. It needs maceration. Let it sit for 2 to 4 weeks and it smooths out. Versus the harshness is a formulation compromise. It won't get better. This is the gamble with fresh batch Middle Eastern extracts. They're potent, they're powerful, but they're raw. If you wait, if the maceration theory is true, the heart emerges. Honey, leather, patchouli, vanilla, warm, creamy, rich. The dry down that made 9pm Elixir legendary. And the performance, nuclear. 12 plus hours on skin, days on clothes, room filling projection for the first 4 to 5 hours. At $35, this isn't just good, this is beast mode. Let's talk about Afnan's evolution. Because 9pm Elixir isn't an accident, it's a playbook. After CDNIM proved clones could be legitimate, 2015. After Camera proved budget could be original, 2022. Afnan learned the ultimate lesson. Speed is the new advantage. Here's their strategy. Monitor the designer niche market for emerging trends. Identify fragrances peaking in popularity right now. Reverse engineer the DNA fast. Launch at budget price while the trend is hot. Dominate before the market saturates. This is different from every clone strategy we've covered. CDNIM waited for Aventus to become a legend. 5+ years. Camera created an original inspiration, Angel's Share vibe, but unique. 9pm Elixir cloned a trend while it was still happening, 12 to 18 months. This is the evolution of the clone game. And it raises a critical question. Is this sustainable? Can quality survive when the turnaround is this fast? Because we've seen what happens when success leads to mass production, CDNIM, batch lottery nightmare. Aventus, reformulation rumors. Eros, weakened performance. 9pm Elixir launched 2 months ago. It's already on every major online discounter. The demand is massive, which means the test is coming. Can Afnan maintain the nuclear performance at scale? Or will 9pm Elixir become another victim of its own success? We don't know yet, because we're living the answer right now. Let me ask you the uncomfortable question. What if 9pm Elixir is already past its prime? It launched in early 2025. Within weeks, it was everywhere. YouTube reviews exploded. TikTok flooded with date night destroyer videos. Reddit threads debated maceration times. The hype cycle that used to take years happened in weeks. And now, barely 2 months in, we're already seeing its 2 ubiquitous complaints. Batch variation whispers. My bottle doesn't perform like the reviews concerns. This is the Camera effect, but faster. Camera went from secret to saturation in 2 years. 9pm Elixir might do it in 2 months. So here's the crisis. In 2025, can anything stay special long enough to build a legacy? When TikTok makes fragrances viral overnight, when budget houses can clone trends in real time, when the entire fragrance community discovers the same hidden gem simultaneously. What does prime even mean anymore? Because prime used to mean years of consistent quality, a window where the fragrance was legendary, time for a legend to mature. But 9pm Elixir doesn't have years. It might not even have months. By the time this video is a month old, the narrative could have completely shifted. That's the speed of 2025. And that's the problem. So how good is Afnan 9pm Elixir in its prime? Here's the truth. We don't know yet, and that's the point. 9pm Elixir might be the best budget clone ever created, Or it might be a flash in the pan that burns out by summer. The performance might hold its scale, or it might degrade like CDNIM. But here's what we can say. 9pm Elixir represents the future of budget fragrance. It proves that at first, the clone cycle has compressed from years to months. Middle Eastern houses can now reverse engineer trends while they're still hot. Second, TikTok has replaced the traditional fragrance life cycle. Hype that used to build over years now builds over weeks. Third, Prime is no longer a historical window. It's a real-time moment that might be over before you realize it started. Fourth, quality at speed is the new challenge. Can budget houses maintain performance when demand explodes overnight? But here's the question that divides the community. Should you buy 9pm Elixir now, or wait to see if quality holds? If you buy now, you might get a legendary early batch. You participate in a real-time fragrance moment. You smell incredible for $35, but you're gambling that. Your bottle will macerate properly. Quality won't degrade as production scales. It won't become too common in 6 months. If you wait, you'll know if the hype was real. You'll avoid potential early batch harshness. You'll see if Afnan maintains quality. But you risk missing the golden batches, paying more as demand increases, losing the early adopter moment. There's no right answer, only your answer. Here's what you take away from the real-time rise of Afnan 9pm Elixir. Lesson 1. Speed is the new battleground. The clone game has evolved from copying legends to chasing trends in real time. This is the future of budget fragrance. Lesson 2. Prime is no longer retrospective. It's happening now. In 2025, you can't wait to see if something becomes legendary. You have to decide in the moment. Lesson 3. Virality kills longevity. The same TikTok algorithm that builds hype in weeks can burn it out in months. Speed cuts both ways. Because here's the deeper truth. We're not analyzing 9pm Elixir's prime. We're documenting it. And by the time you watch this video, it might already be past peak. Or it might just be getting started. That's the speed of 2025. That's the risk. And that's the thrill. So the question isn't whether 9pm Elixir was good in its prime. The question is, are you willing to gamble on a prime that's happening in real time? Because that's the new game. Not waiting for legends, creating them or watching them burn. And only time will tell which one 9pm Elixir becomes. If this video made you realize we're documenting fragrance history as it happens, hit that like button. If you want to be part of the conversation as these moments unfold in real time, subscribe to The Fragrance Affair right now and turn on notifications. Because by next month, the story might have completely changed. And here's the question I need you to answer right now. Have you bought 9pm Elixir yet? If yes, does it live up to the hype? If no, are you waiting or gambling on it now? Drop your experience below. This is a live data. This is history. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, architect your moment with The Fragrance Affair.